Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Coping with Life. I am your host, Scott. Hope you're happy. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're healthy. And happy Saturday. First of all, thank you so much for showing this week. Now, last week, I wanted to get out of my comfort zone. I wanted to do something. Did I? I did. So, I'm a huge sports fan, and if you ever had a conversation with me, there's two types of conversation that I have about sports. I have the sports that I know a lot about, and then I have the winging it category. I know enough to get by to get to the next conversation. If anybody asks me about soccer or football, Manchester United, Toronto FC, yeah. I don't know anything about soccer. I know nothing. I have teams that I've allocated to myself. I've played FIFA here and there. But yeah, not really into soccer. So I know nothing of the sport. I know very little. And there's some things about the sport that my brain goes, I have a hard time digesting things. So, yeah, I went to a Portland Thorns game. No one won. It was a 0-0 draw. It was the last game of the NWSL regular season in Portland, Oregon at Providence Park against the North Carolina Courage. And it was interesting. I had 2 tickets, but nobody wanted to go with me, so I went alone, as per usual, because, yeah. Anyway, I went. And having a second ticket always helps, because I'm a large person, and it gives me rest assurance that I have an empty seat next to me. Just that's me. But it was good. It was weird because I sat through the entire game. And I've been to many sports. And this was very interesting. I've never been to Providence Park before. Inside of it, I've walked by it many times. But I just find it fascinating. And I really enjoyed it, actually. I still know nothing about soccer. And I enjoyed myself. And I then decided to go to Twitch and the NWSL and watch the replay. And I'm like, I have no clue what's going on. And then I reached out to people who know a lot about sports. And a good friend of mine, I'm going to quote him. And it was, soccer is like hockey. Minus a lot of the hockey bits. But soccer, like hockey. Yes. Alright, I get to go with an analogy. Because I love hockey. I'm big on hockey, and I can kind of see the correlation. So I enjoyed being out of my comfort zone. I still am. I got a scarf and a hoodie, and I went for a walk a couple days later, and they're like, "Oh, talking about player," and I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about." It's like, but your hoodie is like, I went to a Thorns game, and I know nothing. So the only player I know is Christine Sinclair, because Team Canada. But other than that, I learned something, and I'm probably gonna continue learning and going from there. But I thought that was very fascinating. And it's been a very long time since I've been out of my comfort zone doing something, and this is the first event that I've done in, the era that we live in now. And since I am vaccinated, I am somebody who carries all that information on me. And that's how you get into the venue and ticket, obviously. And I'm like, okay, everything was amazing, and, everything had cards. Or you could pre-buy stuff on their mobile app, which was handy. And I just sat there, and I enjoyed it. I did freeze. It was very windy, very cold. But yeah, and I had good seats. I was in the first section of one of the sides. I mean, my knee was hitting the concrete barrier, but again, I am a very tall person. But other than that, no complaints. I was very thrilled, actually, and it actually makes me want to get out of my comfort zone more, because a few things, I'm going to talk about the Portland Thorns and this experience, because to me, it's fascinating to me. So, I know nothing that I'm going around, or, with waves going on, or tradition, or I know nothing. And then maybe 20 minutes into the first half, is it called a half? I don't know. And there was red and black smoke. Apparently that is the thing that they do a lot. I don't know. It was interesting. I got a cool photo. But, I just soaked it in. I just enjoyed. Instead of, I've been to wrestling events where, I'm cheering or booing. Here, I'm just sitting down and enjoying, and just like, I don't know what is going on. But it's been a very long time. I had fun. Especially after the game was over and I was heading home, I was more confused than I was going in. And the game ended in a 0-0 draw. And again, concept that I don't understand. I don't know the rules of soccer. And I'm just like, I tried reading it up and it gave me a headache because it's like, I don't understand this. But at the same time, I'm okay admitting that I don't get soccer, which is a lot better than what I used to. It's like, I can't stand soccer, but go Manchester United or the Toronto FC, which is an MLS team in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. But I'm currently wearing my Portland Timbers hoodie and my Portland Thorns scarf. I enjoyed it, and it's a local team. And, I have some Trailblazers gear, even though I am not a Trailblazers fan. But, it is a local team, and, Anyway, I just thought it was fascinating because I've been able to do a lot of things in my life, and I've had a few opportunities, and I've had some gear. I've had a Dallas FC miniature scarf at one point in my life. I did a event for Dallas sports teams, and everybody was there, and one of the associates of the higher ups for the Dallas Football Club handed them out to some of the people, and I was one of those people, and I'm like, okay. That probably was lost in the ether somewhere, but yeah, it's a thing, and I wasn't really into it, but I can't complain about free stuff. And I learned so much, and if anybody out there can help me learn and teach me or explain things to me, I'm all ears. And one of the things that I learned was soccer and scarves are a big deal. And it's not like, oh, that one, because I'm standing there and I'm looking at scarves, and I found the one that I liked. It's black and red, and so I have that. And there's so many ones, and they all matter, and so it's a big deal. And I don't understand that. I don't understand the tradition. I don't understand that. But I'm all for it, apparently. And it was good. Normally when I go to events or there's one person that, kind of sours it for me for whatever reason. No, none. No, nobody soured it for me. I honestly had a good time. I really enjoyed myself, honestly. even with the cold weather and night before Halloween. But yeah, I'm glad that I stated that I wanted to get out of my comfort zone. And yeah, and I brought up the video game FIFA. Now, there was a deal where I got 3 games for like $10 or something like that because the story mode went together. I never played the story mode. I think I loaded up with the Toronto FC. I think I did a match with my Manchester United. But that never really lasted long. And there was a deal on the PS5. If you got Madden, you got FIFA for free, I think, or half off. I don't remember. But anything to look at, what the consoles can do, or just try things out. But yeah, I'm like thrilled because I took a few photos, and I look at them, and there's 4 photos that they're not the greatest quality. They were taken on a Samsung A12. I don't got the best phone. So, but for me, I can look at them and it's like, I like these. I showed a photographer one of them, and they're like, "Did you take this on a potato?" It's like, yes, but I'm glad because some of them turned out very good. But it was more commemorating that, hey, I did this thing, because I probably won't remember down the line. But it's a nice little memento, and so, and I remember one of the highlight things that I've been to is like a NFL playoff game between the Detroit Lions versus the Dallas Cowboys at AT&T Stadium. I thought that was fascinating. I thought that was amazing. And I don't like either team. So it was kind of similar to that I got to just enjoy the ambiance, enjoy a good game. And yeah, and getting out of my comfort zone really rejuvenated myself to a certain degree. Because I didn't know what was going on. And I was very confused. And I still am. But I'm also somebody who is eager to learn. And I'm going to be 100% honest. I thought I even kind of had the plan. I was only going to last about 20 minutes. Go with what I usually have said of, soccer is boring. Get up and leave. Because I kind of wanted to prove the point that, yeah, I went to a soccer game, I hated it. I left. That was not the case. I really enjoyed myself. I stayed in my seat until after the game. So, kudos to that. Really changed my mind. And everybody that I talked to was super nice. And and that's it's a rare thing for me. But yeah, I had a smile on my face. It was just something different, and I think I really needed that last week. And it kind of makes me want to try new things more often, and that is what I'm going to try and do. And try new things. If you have any suggestions for me, feel free to email me or reach out to me. You can always support me, by the way, at anchor.fm/copingwithlife. The support tab should be somewhere on the landing page. Anyway, I want to do more things. I want to get out of my comfort zone more, and I want to try new things. I'm not getting any younger, and that's something that I'm going to try more of. And so okay, I want to try to do more things that, leave me uncomfortable, try new things, and see if I like it, or if not, I have a recollection of, hey, I did this, I did not like this very much. And, if it's watching a movie or going to a concert or a sports thing or going on a trip somewhere, I'm all for. But it's just very different, and I'm proud that I've been able to do it. And I went, and I remember, and I still remember, it's a stadium that I've never been to. Normally stadiums is like, I know, gates, I've been there hundreds of times. Never been to this stadium, inside of it. So I following the signages and walking the halls, and I'm like, I do not know where I'm at. That was an actual good feeling, because normally it's like I'm 100% know where I'm going, and all that I want to do is, get food, get to my seat, and that's it. Here I'm looking around, I'm trying to understand things, and it was a good feeling, being lost. So, and with somebody who has a lot of issues and trying, finding the right words, or going somewhere that I, normally I like to, have advantage, go somewhere that's familiar. I wasn't. I really don't like that feeling. I know a couple weeks ago I had to go somewhere that I wasn't familiar with, and I didn't like that. And I thought this was going to be a similar situation, but it wasn't. It was refreshing. And so I'm proud of me. And I know last week I said, I'm gonna go do something, and I have something in my mind, but it was just something that I had an idea. Normally I back out of those things because I listen to my gut and my instincts. But yeah, as Saturday approached, I went, and I really enjoyed myself. So, and I like to keep things positive. And what have you done that makes you think, and what you've been out of your comfort zone? And maybe you should try getting out of your comfort zone, and take a risk. And excuse me, I'm not feeling too well, and this entire episode I've been a lot of stopping starting because I'm coughing and not feeling too well. I think it's just because of the cold weather. But trying to make it more audibly friendly, so I do apologize if there's been a lot of hiccups or things during any of my episodes, because I know there's been a few, but today's been kind of really hard. But back to what I was trying to say. I hope you take a risk today. And, hopefully it's a good risk and it pays out. But if it doesn't, that's again, it's a risk. And what are things that you've done or want to do that may get you out of your comfort zone? And, know that you're awesome. You matter. And if you know anybody who's going through a bad time, be there for them. And I know the last couple days hasn't been the best for me. And, I try really hard to keep lifting myself up. But it's not as easy. And I, even having talking to somebody, I fell into the notion of, lift yourself up, smile. And then I added, well, I know it's easier said than done because I struggle a lot. And that brought a smile from both people because it's not easy. And especially when, you feel like the weight of the world is weighing you down. Or there's a lot of things going on in your brain. Know that you matter. And I'm I'm trying to find things. I'm trying to do things to lift me up, and I'm very grateful that, I had as much fun as I did. And now, am I going to go to another soccer game anytime soon? Probably not. But never say never. Because, you never know. And I hope whatever you may be doing this week, the best for you. And know that I love and care about each and every one of you. And I hope to see you next week. I don't know what next week... words are hard. Especially for me. Hopefully... Let me rewind that back. I hope you all have a wonderful week and weekend. It's Saturday. Even if it's Wednesday, it's Saturday. However, I thank you all. And whatever it may be, try and be positive. Help other people. And, we're all trying, and I thank each and every one of you who's supporting me and trying to get the word out and helping people while I try and live my life and have an avenue of explaining things of, hey, I went to a soccer game and I still don't know what happened. So thank you. And in a natural way of, being uncomfortable in my chair. Hence the squeaky. Anyway, thank you so much. And hopefully you do something. And it's November. I'm thankful for each and every one of you. And know that I'm glad that y'all are in my life and you're helping me grow. And so I'm thankful for each and every one of you. Hopefully next week will be fantastic. Hopefully I'll have a great week and give you great but I won't know until next week. This has been Coping with Life. I am your host, Scott. I wish you a wonderful evening, morning, and afternoon. I got that out of the order. I have to do it right. I'm so sorry. I hope your morning, evening, afternoon goes good for you. And I bid you all adieu. That has been another episode of Coping with Life. I am your host, Scott. Thank you so much for listening. Feel free to email us or go to anchor.fm/copingwithlife and supporting us. Thank you so much for listening. You are all amazing and we love you. Be safe.